Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of Saturday Morning Collectibles. Today I have my Haulathon haul from 2025 from Target, and it's actually just one figure. It is Creepy Eddie and Shibano-Sama. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I definitely wanted Creepy Eddie. I love Halloween. Freddy Krueger is a cool Halloween icon, and the crossover for Creepy Eddie and the TMNT Turtleverse is an awesome one, I think. So I definitely wanted this figure. The Shibano-Sama Ghost is really cool also. But yeah, I got really lucky with these guys. I wasn't even really looking for them. I was just going to Target to look for something else. Thought, hey, I'd walk by the NECA aisle to see what they had. And lo and behold, they had 3 or 4 of them sitting there. Nothing really else from Haulathon. Just this one, which is really all I wanted. Let me show you the box real quick. Something different, I think, that I don't know if you guys will notice, but it's got the Nickelodeon logo on there. And I looked, the previous releases didn't have that. So that's interesting. On the back, we have the Panda Con, which hadn't come out yet. Tattoo and Worm, which hadn't come out yet. And I think that's part of Haulathon. We got Ultimate Shredder, which is part of Wave 1 Haulathon. They didn't have him yesterday, but I've already got the original one NECA made. And honestly, that's fine for me. I don't need a double dip. But yeah, let's bust these open and see what they look like out of the box. I wanted to cite TMNT just in case you guys may not be fully aware of who Creepy Eddie is. I know he only appears in 1 episode, I believe, in the cartoon and a couple of the comics. So TMNT says that Creepy Eddie is a fictional antagonist from the 1987 TV series that appears in the episode Nightmare in the Lair, Season 6, Episode 9. He is capable of invading dreams. He also has the power to shapeshift himself, to disguise himself, or suddenly emerge in dream sequences. Honestly, I didn't even remember him from the cartoon. I think what I relate to Creepy Eddie recently is the Saturday Morning Adventures comic line that started, it's been a couple years ago now, but he was in the one-off Halloween special, a very creepy sequel, which I remember reading that one, thought that was really cool comic. And then also in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But by the way, we need an Og figure, don't we? But yeah, so he's appeared in 2 of the new iteration of the Saturday Morning Adventures comics. Okay, accessory time. There's a lot to say here. There's a lot of opinions I think I'm going to have. I don't know if they're going to be controversial, but let's just start out by ripping the Band-Aid off and going over the price with this guy or these guys. Normally, a 2 set for NECA is, I think they retail normally, remind me, I think like $55 maybe at Target. If I'm not mistaken, I think this was 65, maybe even 70. And when I saw that, when I rung it up, I was in disbelief. Let's just say that, because I'm not used, especially for non-bulky figures. I mean, these guys are pretty slim. They're not very weighty. So I'm like, why is these guys in particular almost $70? And you can't really see it from the box. But one thing I appreciate, because Creepy Eddie is meant to be, to come in dream form, it's more like a ghost, right? So instead of him with legs, you can take him off at the, this is the first time I'm doing this, so bear with me. The waist, yeah. You can take him off at the waist and put this on. No, that's not right. So if I didn't break him already, I think this is supposed to come off. I think I took it off the wrong spot. I can't tell. We're just doing this together here. The reason why I say that is because this doesn't fit in here naturally. It's not going to stay in there. So I definitely don't think that's how this is supposed to go. It may have just broke Creepy Eddie. Hopefully, at least this pops right back in, but it's not staying in either. All right, I'm back. Oh my gosh, guys. I have never cursed on one of these things, but by golly, this thing about made me want to curse. What are you thinking, NECA? I love you. I've loved every figure you came out with, but my gosh. So way in the early iterations of these figures, you remember the stiff joints and things like that, and they would always say, hey, put it under an like a hair dryer or warm water or something like that. Well, you're going to have to really be careful with this one, because this little piece was supposed to stay within Creepy Eddie here, and this was supposed to fit in his peg. Same as this. But when this came off, this sucker came off with it, and I had to get a screwdriver to even pry it off of here. So, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm flustered. So, yeah, let's get this back in here. Because I really want to show Creepy Eddie in his dream form. So let's get it on here. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. See? Look at that. That ain't coming off again. If it does, I mean, it's going to take forever to get that thing off. So hopefully it just fits back in there. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if he's supposed to have his little suspenders in the picture. He doesn't, but I'm not even going to worry about taking that thing off. We're just going to leave it on there. Sorry, Creepy Eddie. Yeah, okay, so that's that. I'm going to leave it like that. So back to why this thing's $65. After that, I don't know why. But anyway, it does come with this stand. And I've bought them separately before, especially with Baxter Stockman. And just anytime you want to have a flying creature or any type of thing that you want to have, like jumping in the air, you're going to want to have one of these things. And they're not that cheap. I mean, it is plastic. So I can get behind NECA charging $5 to $10 for this thing. I don't know if many people know that this is included. And also, this isn't very self-explanatory. And I didn't look at any prior YouTube videos to see if there was anything out there to help me out. There was no instructions in the box. But what I think is happening is I think you can put this on one of two ways. You can either put it on through here, the way these grooves work, but I'm having a hard time getting them to fit. And it has a suction cup on the bottom. It doesn't take near as much space up. Or you can do it this way. And it does it, let's see, right here. Yeah, but it takes up quite a bit of space, as you can tell. And then this is, this part goes on this. So you can put Creepy Eddie into here, and that way it shows him floating. This right here also is very hard to move. You turn it left to open it and turn it right to close it. But guys, I'm serious. This thing is also very jammed in here. Don't be very careful. You're going to break it off because this is plastic. Yeah, so there's that. You're going to get the typical hands. You got 3 sets of hands. I'm not even going to pick them up and show them. You do have an extra head, which I'm debating about which head I want to use. Probably the one with the mouth open. I don't know. I like it. It seems unique. You have a stick of dynamite. You have this helmet. I'll be honest, I don't quite remember what that helmet's for. That's it with Creepy Eddie. With this guy, I like it because when I first opened this, I'm like, come on, Nick, couldn't you have included 2 of these in that price? And I guess, yeah, they could have. But the cool thing about this, well, you can take him off. I'm not going to. And switch it into the legs. It's going to have the same problem, though, because you see that peg right there. So it's going to have the same issue. But it comes with like a little genie lamp here where the end just goes into it, like so. And it actually stabilizes pretty well. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. And it holds up without falling over. Holds up pretty good. You're going to have 3 sets of extra hands, and you got a sword. I will also say, NECA, that I know that you can do this because you did it with a previous feature or figure, but if I'm paying $5 to $10 to $15 extra for these, make this guy glow in the dark. I mean, it already looks translucent. Sword's translucent. That would have been such a cool thing to have this guy glow in the dark. But that's it on that. I forgot to mention one other feature in the stand for Creepy Eddie is that it does go up and down, so you can raise him up and down if you want to. I'm curious, have you guys bought this set yet? What did you think? I'm going to be honest. This is going to be the first time I've ever said this, and I love this figure, especially for Halloween. I love Halloween, but there's a lot of issues with this coming right out of the box. And I don't know if other people's going to have the same issue or if it's just me. But again, the issue I had getting the legs off of Creepy Eddie and getting it back on, and it was... You don't need that in a $65 figure. It shouldn't happen like that. Yeah, and then having this guy translucent, but I mean, it could have been easily glow in the dark. I love NECA. I hate saying bad things because they've given us such awesome figures in the past. But this one almost feels, I hate to say it, but a little lazy maybe even. But again, I love these figures for being Halloween. It's just that there's some pretty bad QC issues, at least with mine. But yeah, what did you guys think? I'm going to keep them. I'm going to hold on to them. I've already bought them. But you guys plan on picking these up? Let me know what you think. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.